I wouldn't set foot in that. You had your chance, and it's over with. I mean, I'm not salty about it. It's like, just, you had your chance. You chose not to.
Mad. All right, everyone, welcome to Out and About. We did it. Another hot fucking week in New York City, and we are on the precipice of our summer break, and not a moment too soon. I am ready for the 4th. I am ready for summer. I'm ready to get in a body of water, and I'm ready to chill the fuck out.
That sounds exciting.
What are you doing?
I'm not going anywhere. I'll be in my house.
You'll be in the AC.
And the air conditioning out.
You excited for break?
I didn't realize there was a break.
Well, we have a week off, darling.
Well, that doesn't really apply to me.
You have every week
off.
I
take every week off.
Nana's got every week off. Nana's got the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every week off. More of it than not.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited that that Christmas is almost here.
Oh God,
it's you
offend me when you say that.
Summer's not for me. It's not my thing.
You're a fall gal.
I'm a fall gal through and through. I want to drink spiced
pumpkin.
No, I don't drink pumpkin spice. I guess like a mulled cider while making my own wreath.
Yes.
While planting mums or perennials.
Yeah.
Yes. Haystacks, scarecrows.
Yes.
Jack-o'-lanterns, gorgs. Cornucopias.
Yes.
Root vegetables.
Oh.
Game and fowl.
A fireplace on the TV. You would love a fireplace on the TV.
Fireplace, outdoor, red wine, fireplaces.
Late nights in cozy bars. Apples. Pumpkins.
Leaves. Foliage.
Fentanyl.
Crisp breezes. Layered clothing.
No swass.
My ass doesn't sweat.
What is it that sweats?
Under my tits.
Your titties? You don't have titties, babe.
Well, it makes a heart shape every time.
Makes a heart shape? Vinny, you're a summer gal, right?
Yeah. I'd probably choose fall, but I love summer.
We're in it now. It's like there's no sports, there's no anything. It's like now you got to entertain yourself basically until September when football starts. So it's just beach, pool, lake.
Well, there's baseball.
I'll be at yeah, I guess.
Baseball's just like you're hanging out, though. Baseball's not like going for the sport.
I don't actively watch. I love a day baseball game at Fenway Park. Go there, have a couple cocktails, have like 10 beers in the hot sun in the bleachers, then leave.
I also was watching the Mets game yesterday, so I'm kind of contradicting myself, but
that's all right. Are you a Mets guy? Damn.
I can't get behind that because I can't. I mean, orange is just not for someone like myself.
Orange is a fall color.
Orange is a fall color. No, you like burnt orange. You like toasted orange.
Mm-mm.
Isn't that your whole fucking color scheme in your house?
No, that's not.
What is
those colors?
What is your color? What color is your rug?
Topaz.
What is the difference between topaz and orange?
There's more yellow in it.
Oh, all right. I'll take your word for it.
It's topaz. It is burnt sienna.
Speaking of orange, you were colored in iodine yesterday. What happened with your teeth?
Oh, I haven't been to the dentist for a while, so I had to have a bunch of work done. I had, I don't know, they were in there for hours just drilling away, and they had to keep Novocaine. Obviously, I have trouble.
They had to put in. They go, holy fuck, we've never given someone this much pain medication before.
Yeah, no, seriously, it kept feeling it on my tooth, so I was like, okay.
Which tooth?
It's in the back.
In the back?
It's all back stuff.
It's one of Nana's molars.
So they had to keep giving me the Novocaine because. Everyone doesn't listen to me when I say don't give me a medium strength thing. Like there's not like nothing can take me down. Like I need like the highest dose and like triple stacks of them. Like
triple
like a coffee.
stacks.
No, this is 5 shots of espresso.
Jesus.
Over ice because things don't Xanax. I need like 3. It's like things do not.
Sounds like you may be
work on me.
You may be in the market for a detox.
No, it's not a detox. I'm just saying this. It's like I'm so big that. It takes a lot more to make me feel the effects of anything.
I can just imagine
the sheer mass of me.
I can imagine the vet right now going in there to put old Nana down. They put the thing over his snout.
They had to Novocaine me, like kept doing it, and they kept doing. So they did like 4 or 5 times. They just kept doing it until I stopped feeling it. And then they had to, they did a filling. Then they they replaced a tooth, like they like took half a tooth off and like replaced it with something else, and like there's like, they were in there for like doing all this random shit. I don't know.
Gross. Will you feel better?
I mean, nothing hurt ever. It was
Nothing.
bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a money scheme, I think. There's,
It's
that's how dentists work. Dentists are fucking shady, and I told you our insurance sucks.
It's a racket. Yeah, the Obamacare. We're team Obamacare here for sure.
It doesn't cover like anything. It's like, if I know it covers like 2 cleanings a year, but with that, then that's like.
Isn't that what you
half
get?
your
Is
budget.
cleaning every 6 months? That's what you're supposed to get.
Yeah, so you're getting. I'm saying that's the only thing that's covered. Fillings and stuff like that. Like for a filling, for like one filling, they only cover like 40% of it.
Ooh, brutal. Speaking of horrific medical diseases, I watched a Celine Dion doc last night. I Am Celine on Amazon Prime.
Oh, that's exciting.
That was like, she's basically turning into an icicle.
Well, I don't understand what's going on with her.
She has stiff person syndrome. So like her badly described, she turned into an icicle. She is. She's gone full icicle. Her like muscles like stiffen up.
So
and
the documentary is
she, like,
about her disease.
it follows her from like a year before when it started getting really bad.
When the early onset symptoms started coming through.
Correct. And it is brutal. I forgot what. It's brutal and it's funny in a way. Not that the disease is funny, but just Celine Dion herself is one of the most preposterous people in the world. She is so passionate. She has zero sense of humor. Like none at all.
I think she's funny. I thought she was funny when she would be like, who let the dogs out?
I think
There's like funny interviews of her doing some catchy things.
I don't think she like knows what's funny. I think she's told like, okay, this will be funny to do this.
Well, she's also not from America. She's French Canadian.
She's French Canadian.
So I think the language barrier might have something to do with it. Who at the office would you wish stiff person's disease on?
Oh, are we out of each other's?
If given the thing, give it to me. I don't care.
You go, Nano beats she'll break right out of stiff person's disease. I don't think I'd wish it on anyone. It was like excruciating. And then they went over and hit her with like a ketamine thing in the nose to relax her.
Did it work?
Kind of.
I don't like watching sickly people on the television.
I love it.
You do?
I do. I like shows like Diagnosis. You ever watch that on Netflix? Oh, it's like these medical mysteries. I love that.
No, I
watch a show
true
called
crime. I love murder documentaries and true crime. That's my favorite thing.
I just watched some murder documentary. I can't remember what it is. I watched a show called Hospice, which was fucked up. It was about end of life care and like these nurses who go in, and this is Happy Friday talk, and these nurses who go in and like help these people who are dying.
Elder abuse.
You've been trying to get on hospice for many years.
my life's just one long hospice session.
Nana's in hospice now, but I recommend checking it out. It was goofy. I didn't realize how big of a star she was. Celine was like a ballad queen with her old ass husband.
Yep. I know his name. Renee.
Her husband's name was Renee?
Yeah, he's passed.
Yeah, he's dead. And she got those kids.
I don't know anything about her kids, but yeah, she's an icon. I remember "My Heart Will Go On." That was one of the biggest. Still is one of the biggest songs.
It was funny how she used to put herself in music videos, like in movies when she was in like singing Titanic. Like, wasn't she in there as like a ghost for like a split second?
No,
I don't know.
Wasn't there a music video for it? And Celine was like above them while they were on.
Well,
the
I think
deck?
it was a music video for her music video. It wasn't for the movie though.
Oh,
I think it was a movie flavored music video.
So they cut out scenes of the movie.
Yeah, I think because the song was made. It was a score. It was an original score for the movie.
You know what? And I could also never put my finger on like what was it about Celine. I thought it was the not funny thing, and I like her, but the thing that makes her unique is she has zero sex appeal. Like, there's nothing sexy about Celine Dion.
Well, you're a homosexual.
Yeah, I guess
I'm sure there's some men that would consider
right,
her
but like, there's no
attractive.
like most stars have like a little like sex appeal. Celine Dion is just raw talent.
I think she's pretty.
I think she's pretty. I just think she doesn't like in her performances and in everything. She doesn't rely on being a hottie. She's like, I got the pipes to back it up.
Yeah, she has the pipes to back it up.
Which
I
love.
think she's stylish and has good things. I mean, different strokes for different folks.
There's Renee. Look at that fucking veil. Oh, it was so sad. They showed her on Kimmel when she first found out she had it. They were trying to get her to sing, or on Fallon, like Wheel of Music, whatever. And she went up to sing, and she was like, and
Why
she
would they
like
make her
couldn't do it. And they left it in the show. I was
That's
like, that was
crazy.
fucking wild.
Who's the guy on your shirt? I can only see Mike.
Mike Piazza. He's my
I
childhood
had one
hero.
of those shirts.
I
once.
remember Mike
I had a
Piazza.
shirt that said
He's
Piazza.
literally. I was at they retired his jersey. Like the Mets retired his jersey. I went to that game and I cried because he was my childhood hero. I have memorabilia of him all over my childhood room.
Is he deceased?
No, he's still alive.
Nice, chill.
Okay.
Where doesn't he live in like Jersey?
I don't know. He used to own an Italian. No, I think he lives in PA. He owns car dealerships in PA. He owns an Italian
He owns
soccer
car
team.
dealerships?
Yeah,
That's the wow.
Yeah, there's a good video of him freaking out about something about his like Italian soccer team he owns, and he was like at the media like slamming the table, all pissed off.
I'm just imagining that scene from Eastbound and Down where Ashley Schaefer is with Kenny Powers. That's what I'm picturing for a car dealership.
The greatest Mike Piazza thing. Did you ever see which sucks we can't put it in the show, but the thing of him on Baywatch? When
No.
he saves the girl in you gotta watch it. It's like the funniest video ever.
Mike Piazza.
on
I think it's
Baywatch.
funny for you because you know who he is.
No. You would find it funny, I promise. It's like universally, like even if you don't know him, people think it's like the funniest video.
He's like my Mo Vaughn. I love Mo Vaughn growing up.
My uncle might have played with Mo. I think he played with Craig Biggio.
Your uncle played baseball.
My uncle played for Seton Hall, and I think he was on the same team as Craig Biggio. Mo Vaughn also went to Seton Hall.
God damn.
Mo Vaughn was cool.
One more thing about Celine. The thing that I
Yeah.
loved the most was she has a warehouse full of clothes of all her stuff, and she would wear shoes 4 sizes too big or too small if she liked them. And she went on this 5-minute rant about how she'll cram her fucking shoes into the thing.
She's known for having an obscene amount of shoes.
Yeah.
Well, good for her. I'd probably do the same. I'm actually doing the same thing with the clothing. I need to find. I realize that I've never had. I'm not a clothing person. I don't buy fancy designer clothes or wear like rely on my outfits is my thing. I kind of wear whatever will fit me. So I've never like had clothes tailored, but I'm like looking. Now I have all these clothes I've been ordering like an animal on the internet.
Well,
I have
from
so
where?
many online,
Just all over?
clothes online. And they come, and then a lot of times it's like, they're either like, for instance, I got this like a couple of these new suits, and they're like, like fancier, like, not just like classic suits. They're like, like there's like like sachets. There's like
gay
belts,
suits.
gay suits. Yeah, so I ordered a few of these to wear, and they're obviously ill fitting. Like with the jackets, like oversized, and I think that's kind of the vibe supposed to be. But I want
Obviously
to. It
ill-fitting.
just makes me look bigger, so I want to kind of bring the waist in and like make it tailored to my body, so it looks more flattering.
What are the
But
suits for? Weddings?
No, just for any events
Yeah.
I have to go to, or any place, any appearances and things. So I have a bunch of things I ordered, and yeah. So I don't know. Do you go to a dry cleaners to have like tailored to you, or is like you have to go to like where do you go for alterations?
Go to a place that like does alterations. You gotta
And what
find,
is that
like,
going to cost
You
me?
gotta
Like
find
what,
an actual
like
tailor.
what is it like off like how much you get a
It's
suit
not-
tailored?
It's not crazy, I don't think. I mean, it's not going to be more than probably $300 max to get a suit tailored. I would say max, right? Like alterations, usually like, all right, the pants are $60. The
Depends what
jackets,
you're
whatever.
doing. If you're
Depends
just
on what you got to
like
do.
lengthening the sleeves, but if you're like bringing
No,
it
not
in,
like them. It's
and-
taking everything in.
yeah, like that's a little more. Like that's a little.
It's more to take it in,
Yeah.
not to make it longer.
Yeah,
Well,
okay, here you go.
can't make it longer.
No, you can't make it. Well, sometimes you can if they have like some material.
No,
like,
it's long
hemmed
enough.
up.
I just need things. I need that taken in, and then I need a bunch of different pants. I need hem to a certain length. I need I got like so much shit. I just ordered that I have to like have everything taken and fixed.
I gotta get a
if you know
suit for a wedding.
seamstress or a good tailor or a
Why don't you
alterer. What's it called?
do it yourself?
Alterations.
Tailor, yeah.
I don't know
Get
how to sew
alterations.
like that.
I'm sure it's in your DNA.
No, I could hem pants, but I'm not gonna be able to take in a jacket.
I want to get a custom tux for my sister's wedding, but it takes like, well, I should get it now. It's like 4 weeks to get this shit made. But they're expensive. A bespoke tuxedo? Because I feel like anytime you rent a tux, for the most part, you look like a goober. Like the legs are too long. It's like you really need to have something like taken in, especially because I'm going to be officiating. Are you officiating? Vinny's sister's wedding is this week. Are you officiating your sister's wedding?
Yes.
You are?
Yep.
Let's run it down. How many guests are there? Where's the location? What are we nervous about?
It's an LBI.
Okay.
Probably it's more than 100. I don't know exactly how big, but it's
Why are you
Inside.
officiating it? Not someone from the church.
From the clergy.
I don't know. People like don't really. I've been to so many weddings, and very rarely have people done a priest. I have
Are
maybe
people
two friends
realizing
that have
that religion's fake?
done that. Maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
literally.
Yeah, I don't think people are doing it as much. So I don't know. My sister. I lived with my sister and her fiance for a while during the
Oh,
pandemic.
so it's important to
So,
you.
well, they also thought like I knew their relationship the best.
You're like the Rob
recent as possible.
Kardashian to Chloe and Lamar.
Sure.
Yes, Chloe and Lammy.
So yeah.
What's your speech? Are you like? How long is it? Are you nervous? I gotta write one of these fucking things.
I'm definitely nervous.
You just chat
For
GPT
sure.
it.
I mean, you could
not
chat
gonna do that.
GPT, like, you don't need, not chat GPT specifically, but there's a lot to figure out, like 75% of it. It's more just, you'll have like a section that's like an address that's like personal to you, which just takes up most of the time, really.
But you still like, you know, like
That's
for me,
hard.
my question is, since it is not like it's not a religious ceremony because it's not in a church and I'm not not a priest or anything like that. So, but when you're doing like the vows and things like that, is there religious shit in the vows?
No.
Or is it just like, do you take this man?
No, you're just like, you take them to like, you
use they, them pronouns?
You're going to honor and cherish them forever for all of eternity, blah, blah, blah. You could just like find like 90% of it online.
Do you approve it with the bride and groom before? Like this?
I'm approving everything with them outside of like my personal 5-minute speech they want, like, to be a surprise when they're there. But everything else, that's like the vows, the I do part, like all those things were running
How
by each
long
other.
is their speech?
That I don't know. They're not done with their. You're saying their thing?
Or
Their
like
vows?
like total? Like how long are you going to be like talking? 5 minutes?
No, probably like, I think the whole ceremony might be 15 minutes, maybe.
All right. That's not people don't want long.
No, people
That's
don't want
no.
long. More than that is like if you go more than 20, that's like real. That's a long time.
No.
Yeah, 20 is, or if you don't want to make it about yourself. I had a friend who was
Yeah.
a big time booze hound. He doesn't drink anymore. He got married in Saratoga. From the time he walked down the aisle until the time he was at the bar was probably 3 minutes. It was the fastest ceremony
I
ever.
have a friend that did that too. Like
Shout
we
out
were
Damien.
up there
Well,
for
the
5
thing
minutes.
is, they're married
Yeah.
already before they walk down the aisle. They already have the marriage done, so it's just a little like fake show anyway.
Yeah.
They have to sign, they sign the papers
you just gotta
weeks
sign it.
before.
When's yours?
The wedding I'm officiating is in a year.
God damn. Yeah, I got to start writing it. I've been in wedding TikTok.
I'm not done yet, and it's in
Yours
like
is
less
this
than
summer?
2 weeks.
It's September. It's on Pizza Fest. Dave Portnoy announced Pizza Fest September 14th. I'll be at my sister's wedding.
Damn.
I
That
went
was
last year. It rained.
Yeah, that
It
was
it was so much fun though.
Even though it was awesome. Pizza Fest.
I had a great. Did you come to it?
Yeah, we were there.
Oh,
Remember?
that's right. I didn't remember you were there, but yes, it was good. It was raining though. This year some new heavy hitters, and it's worth every penny. I mean, if the lines, unless it, I don't know if it's the rain, but there was no lines. The lines weren't too crazy. You were able to taste
Yeah, because
everything.
there's like 300 vendors in the thing. I believe it's going to be in the same spot in Coney Island, right? At that
Randall's
big-
Island.
Randall.
Randall's
Oh, it's at Randall's Island this year.
I think.
All right, yeah. So make sure you check that out. Go to, I think it's onebitepizza.com. It's also, check out the One Bite Pizza
Fest.
Instagram
One
and
Bite
shit.
Pizza Fest.
Dave Portnoy's One Bite Pizza Fest, Saturday, September 14th, Randall's Island, New York City. All right. There you
Tickets, pre-sales from Friday, June 28th at 10 a.m. So today,
go. Yes.
at 10 a.m., the register for the pre-sale.
You got to do it. It's all you can eat. They got booze.
I'll probably be there.
Nana will be there. She's going to be working in the kitchen. Nana's going to be chimney sweeping the kitchen. Pop Punk, I'm sure, will probably be playing, right? They played last year.
Maybe, yeah. There was performances last year. Good, nice, fun merch. Great crowd. Fun, great drinks, great cocktails, and it was a good time to have to be like, oh, so if you're a pizza lover, and I just like to go so I can get all my favorite pizzas in one spot, and I have to travel around
Yeah,
this
I think
tri-state area.
I had like probably 6 or 7 pieces. It was
That's it?
fucking phenomenal. Yeah. You had more than that?
Well, they weren't real pieces. They were scaled down so everyone can taste a little bit of
put down a
everything.
baker's dozen.
I probably tasted more than 6. I definitely did.
Maybe I did more than
I learned,
6.
and it's fun because you learn about new places, and then it's like, if it's your thing, if pizza's your thing, this is the place to be.
Yeah. We'll see. There's going to be beer there too. We talked a little bit about on the last show about the beer games that were happening. All the clips had come out of Tailor Lewan, Will Compton, the Bussin with the boys. I believe Waka Flocka Flame was there smoking weed with
That's what I was
Stu
most
Finer.
jealous about. Is everyone hanging out Waka Flocka. He seems like the man.
He seems awesome.
Yeah.
Tommy Smokes was showing him his rap. Bert Kreischer was there. Glennie Balls, Dana Beers, all those guys. 2 people who are notably not there were Nana and Trish, which
I'm not going next year, even if they do invite me. It's like, you've had your chance, bitch. Now, literally, fuck off.
You would go.
No, I wouldn't.
You would 100%.
I absolutely would not.
You would not go to beer games.
If you don't realize, I've run my life. If you're not invited, you're not wanted there.
So-
It's a blatant thing that we are not wanted there, or I'm not wanted there. At least I wasn't invited, and so you don't go. That's like inviting your. That's like if you go to the third time, if they invite you, they didn't want you the first time, so why they now it's a guilt trip. You don't ever go. That's the fucking most pussy fucking beta shit you can ever do. I wouldn't set fucking foot in that shithole. You had your chance and it's over with. I mean, I'm not salty about it. It's like just, you had your chance. You chose not to.
Mad.
No, I'm serious. I'm not gonna put my tail between my legs and beg to be part of something. They clearly don't want to be part of it because they're homophobic.
Well, last night, I don't know about that. Last night you tweeted out not being invited to participate in hashtag. Keep in mind, you are never on Twitter, which is why I love this so much. It was out of the blue.
This was this morning.
Yeah. Not being invited to participate in hashtag beer games for the second year in a row is not only homophobic, but it should be considered a hate crime.
And especially during Pride Month.
Bussin' with the boys. What kind of interaction did that get? Can you click on the actual tweet? Did anyone retweet it?
No, I didn't get any notifications about anything. I think only one person commented.
It's Compton and Lewan underneath. Shut up.
Not from 1991. I don't use Twitter.
Oh, here we go. 9 retweets, 12 replies. What's that say? Quite a word salad.
Yeah, because apparently there's a thing around about Tailor and Dan having gay butt sex.
What are you talking about?
There's like a clip of them pretending to fuck each other.
Because they're all wrestling and they're all wrestling in the pool.
It's the boys being the boys.
Well,
just last episode, you were saying though that you didn't want to drink all that beer. So why would they invite you?
Well, that was after the fact.
Yeah,
So you would drink all the beer? You drink like 20 beers? You have to participate if you're going to go. You can't get invited and not really participate.
I can drink beer. I mean, I'm not going to I don't care to win.
Well, then why would they invite you?
I already won at life. I don't need them to validate my fucking fierceness.
Well, I think it's just friendly competition. Validate my fierceness.
Period.
I think it's just friendly competition. Is this your first fight? Is this your and Taylor's first fight?
It's not a fight.
You ended the fight.
First fight was when he told he was a tranny chaser and went for Jeffree Star instead of me.
That was the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, boys, if you want to extend the invite, I'm sure old Nana will come around by next time this year. I would also participate.
They can't afford it.
If you'd want, they can't afford. Please, you see Taylor Lewan's house? It's gorgeous.
It's a rental.
I haven't seen it.
It's a rental. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It's a foreclosure.
You come in and scoop up the foreclosure. You move right in. Oh God, what's happening there?
No.
Are you having a stroke?
Well, I can't feel my side of my face still.
You just have it coming straight out the mouth, out the fucking gullet.
Thank I got my stain remover. I don't have to worry about things like that anymore.
Stu Feiner looked like he was having the time of his life, smoking a blunt. Wait, when's the last time you smoked weed? Are you still doing weed?
No. Smoked weed?
Yeah.
I never smoke weed. I always just eat the gummies. I don't think I've ever smoked weed in the past like 10 years. Like actually smoked a joint or something.
Yeah.
No, I haven't done that in probably 20 years.
No, it's been a while. I
hate the taste of it. It makes me gag. It's just my body rejects it. It's a vile taste for me. So I always gag and like I
You
when
gag?
I smell it, so I just have to hold my nose so I couldn't taste it.
That's very
And then I would start choking, and it's just not pleasant for me. So I don't ever like smoking it. I'm always ingesting it.
You're always injecting it.
Ingesting.
You shoot up your weed right into your arm.
Yeah.
Let's do the TikTok thing, and then we'll do the listener questions.
What happened on TikTok?
This girl went mega viral. She secretly
Haktua?
No, not Haktua. Although Haktua did sign a deal with the UTA, believe it or not. Who represents us? I don't know, the representative. She's selling $43 hats on UTA. Regardless, this one went mega viral on TikTok because she secretly filmed a guy who was cheating on his wife, allegedly, on the flight out. She wrote this big, long caption about it. Let me zoom in on that.
Did she suspect or she knew?
So she said she was with this guy there, United Airlines flight 2140 from Houston to New York. They were in like the lounge. They were boozing. She saw a wedding ring on him. And then he was like inviting her to the hotel, flirting with her the whole time. She ended up recording it on TikTok, putting it online, got 24 million views, which is like around my Miss Pat clip. And so now people are debating online whether or not this woman should have minded her own fucking business or she did the right thing by telling the husband. I think she should have minded her business. If you see two people flirting and fucking around, what the fuck do you care?
Yeah. I mean, I understand like the sisterhood of all sticking together and like, if you see something, say something.
But with a stranger?
If you don't know exactly what's going on, then that would be. But if it was her friend or like if she knew exactly what was happening, she had factual things that was going on, then it's not as taboo. But I think it's if you don't really know exactly what's happening, I think to assume that, you know, how did she know they're not in an open relationship? Or,
That's what I said.
Or how did she know that wasn't his wife and she just forgot her ring at home, or like what was going on? Like I want to know like how she got all her ducks in a row about what was going on.
I think she just eavesdropped, and she also said they had like an 8-year-old kid and stuff.
How do
and
you
I was
know
like,
all
so you're
that?
gonna go ahead and you're gonna ruin this family so you can get clicks. You're gonna be on a flight to like, good job. I'm glad you cured your boredom by ruining a family on a flight from Houston to New York.
If this is your man's,
leave it
your
alone.
husband's flying United Airlines flight 200 from Houston to New York. He's probably going to be staying with Katie tonight. Him and Katie are there.
What
How
a
does she know her
psycho.
name? How does she know her name? Maybe she had an outfit on that said Katie on the back.
They were talking about it. He kept calling her Katie the whole time
Him
they were
and
there.
Katie met at the airport bar and haven't left each other since then. Oh, so she watched them probably meet for the first time. Like, hey, what's your name?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, he convinced her to change her seat so she can sit next to him and they could drink. That doesn't seem so bad.
Yeah, but the video is them. They are like
The video looks like it's taken down.
Yeah. It was taken down.
It's not. It's
They
like-
were all over each other, and then they wound up in the bathroom together.
them?
Honestly, here's the thing: if you're cheating, you're gonna get caught. Cheaters get caught always. Like it's only a matter of time. So why are you injecting yourself into someone else's business?
It's because
She's
she's
probably
bored.
jealous that she was probably flirting with the guy at the bar first, and she couldn't get no dick, and now she's jealous that this other bitch that looks exactly like her got the dick and she didn't.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Those two people look like each other.
You know who she looks like a little
I
bit?
mean, all white people look alike, so it's like.
Who does that look like? The woman filming the selfie, Jordan Woodruff.
No, it looks like Brianna Chicken Fry.
You think so?
I can't
I
tell.
think the
It's
lashes.
half an eye.
The lashes
The
are
lashes.
Woodruff a little bit. Yeah.
I think this is the same as like when women are obsessed with true crime and they're like obsessed with solving. It's the same thing. It just becomes fun to like, let's figure out who this guy is, and it's like.
And clearly, the woman the recording was probably cheated on, so she feels like she feels
victimized. She feels like she owes it to her.
Yeah, I mean, I see both sides in this story. I do. I never condone doing things for attention or clout, but I think that think things like this. But I see both sides of the story. Like, you know, like
I don't.
helping the sister out.
I don't
would
see it
wanna
at
know.
all.
Like, I would want to know. I would want to be like cheated on and left in the dark for my whole relationship.
But why is that someone's business? Like, why is it this woman's
that's
business?
just how it came out. That's just how God intended it for it to come out. I mean, it's going to come out however it comes out. This was just in this situation how it was revealed to the late wife.
the poor wife, and she's got an 8-year-old kid.
Or what if he's and he has a male at home and he's just
That's
this gal
true.
pal. He just wants to kiki with his
That's
fucking
true.
bitch during Pride Month and get his drink on.
Yeah.
And gab about cock. How does she know that he's not a
They could be coming to New York.
You know who that
That's
looks
probably
like?
why he's coming to New York for
that
fucking
looks
Pride.
like the other guy that's on the show with Bussin' with the Boys.
Who?
Taylor Lewan's co-host.
Will Compton?
Yeah, that looks like him.
That's not Will Compton.
Well, it could be.
It's just a bald guy.
He's not
A
bald.
little
He's a
bit.
hat on.
Yeah, maybe he's bald. I don't know. Nightmare City. Do you want to answer some listener questions?
Sure, yeah.
Listener question number 1. What are your love languages?
Mine are acts of service and spending time.
What is an act of service? Like, what is considered an act of service? I've never
For me,
understood that.
Act of service would be something like, you know, like I need you, like it would really help me out if you were able to stop by this place and pick this up for me.
Oh,
or
okay.
it really mean the world to me if, like, you know, you can, you know, take the garbage out, or like, you know, just, or like help me with this. I'm stressed that I'm organizing this closet right now. Can you please just help me? You know, or you know, mentally do it. Just being there and being and helping out, like doing some like running
like a random
essentially
act
it's
of-
running an errand or doing something.
Someone is being an assistant?
No, I mean, it's just like, it could be anything. It's just like, that is what makes me feel like that's what I need to feel secure and loved. And the other one is quality time. I just, you know, I don't care if we're just sitting there. I don't even care if we don't speak. Just you being in the room with me and, you know, us coexisting together. That's something important to me. What I do not, a lot of people like physical touch and things like that. That's probably the least one. Like, don't come near me. Don't touch me.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's your love language?
I think
Do you know the 4 of them?
I don't even know what the
Can
4
you Google
are.
4 of them for us? There's
It's
4
physical
love
touch,
language, or
acts of
5.
service, gifts, and something. I like kindness.
Acts of services.
Is random act of kindness? Is that one?
Let's
Like
see.
when someone texts you, like, "Oh, I'm thinking of you," or like they'll text you first, or like let you know.
Words of affirmations. The other one you
Words
guys
of
are forgetting.
affirmation. That's what it is.
So they are the following: receiving. Okay, let's go back up. Quality. Where is it? Quality time is 1.
Okay.
Receiving gifts.
Yep.
Acts of service.
Yep.
Words of affirmation. Oh,
I-
that would be good.
I
for
like
me
that
too.
one.
Physical touch. That's it. Words of affirmation is
That's my
something
biggest.
Also good for me. Just like I don't need to like, I don't need to say I love you every 5 minutes, but just like
letting them
affirm
know
me
they're
that-
thinking of you, like shooting you a text, like
So
saw
maybe
this,
that's
thought
the
of you.
second one. Maybe I don't need the acts of service. Maybe it's words of affirmation because I have people to do that. You know,
You do. You have staff.
I think that words of affirmation and quality time are my
Have you ever found out like have you heard of the relationship, like type of person you are in a relationship, like avoidant or anxious, or like the 5 types of relationship?
No, can we look that up?
Have you heard of that? That's a good fucking thing. I learned about that. It's look up attachment styles. That's what it is.
Oh.
This is actually like fascinating. Of course, I found
love
it out.
this
I found
kind
it
of
out
stuff.
after the fact. But attachment styles and their roles in relationships. You can just scroll down. So it's all about security in relationships. So the 4 attachment styles: anxious, avoidant, disorganized, and secure. And so the goal is to be secure.
Definitely not secure or
Right? So typically, anxious and avoidant are attracted to each other. And that's the most toxic type of people to be attracted to each other, because anxious people need words of
anxious
affirmation.
what people are the ones, the insecure ones. Avoidant people are the cocky ones. I get back
So
up?
not
Sorry.
so not quite. So anxious people are the ones
Disorganized,
who need, they are people who
insecure.
need constant affirmation. They're people who need text first. They want to feel like they're needed, feel like they're loved. Avoidant people who have an avoidant attachment style, that makes them feel suffered, or it makes them feel, isolated. So those two are typically like attracted to each other, and it becomes this like revolving
Because
door.
opposites attract in a
Because
way.
opposites attract. But then when the attachment person gets too in with the avoidant pushes away, and you end up in this like awful cycle, and then you lose your dog and you live in a shitty apartment down in the West Village. So you should thank you, Vinny. You should check that out.
I love all this kind of stuff. I love all psychology and like little things, and it's like, you know, it's all kind of goes back to astrology. It's like it's not gonna be apparent with everyone, but
Yeah.
it's more, it gives some self-awareness, and it makes you kind of get off the screens, and you know, and just stop and just have some thoughts for what it's called, food for thoughts.
Yes.
And just like learn about yourself. That's what I'm gonna start. I'm already very like phone, not phone dependent.
Yes. That's good, because I'm trying to get off my phone and it's fucking impossible.
Well, I hate social media. I was like, I
Yeah.
hate posting. I like, you know, I have to be in the mood. I'm depressed 90 days out of the year, so it's like I don't want to like
That's not
share.
bad.
That's not bad at all.
Not bad.
That's pretty good.
Not 90% of the year.
Oh, 90%. I was like,
that's
90
bad.
days. Looking up
So
that
I don't
number.
want to constantly. Like, I'm not constantly saying, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh, like look at me, hey, this is what I'm eating, this is what I'm doing, and being funny constantly. The pressure to have to do that, it makes me not want to do it. So like I'm hardly on the phone. But
But when you go on,
I
from
like-
your social, you go on, it's things that like you like. Like if you're on your phone, you're posting something that's like a meal or something that you care about, or like a restaurant.
Right.
I'm in a spot where I'm on my phone like at night, doom scrolling, and I'm like, okay, all this is doing is creating anxiety. Like all this is making me do is
yeah,
fucking
like I
scroll.
like my favorite thing to do is like on my off days, I leave my phone in my house and I go out, and it's the best feeling.
Do you
in
do
the
an
world.
Apple Watch?
No.
You go fully nude.
Yeah.
That's got to be. I did that to the bodega
Well, 'cause,
last night, and I thought I was
when
like,
someone's
God.
calling you, and like for instance, like if someone's calling you and saying you didn't answer your phone, like what gives just because cell phones are widely available doesn't give you the right to have
Yeah.
control over my life and my time and what I do. Just because you called me and I didn't answer your phone 50 fucking times, I'm not required to. My life does not fucking revolve around you know, being there for you whenever you need it. Like it's a liberating thing. It's almost like you're in prison with this fucking thing, always feeling you have to be fucking answer and have to do this. Like I that's why I have, look at all my messages I don't read.
I don't even want it. It's going to give me anxiety. Woody Harrelson just had a quote where he said he doesn't have a cell phone because he doesn't want to be readily available
I
to
have
people.
522 unread text messages, and I have 118,000 082 emails unopened. Like I don't.
You should just stop counting at some point.
Somewhere in those emails is a worksheet for out and about.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Just because you text me doesn't mean that that you're gonna get what you want.
But I do think
my time is not free.
Younger people don't understand. Like, I think we were the last generation
I love leaving my phone at home.
to grow up without a cell phone, and it is freeing. It is, in a sense, you are like chained to it. Like I feel this overwhelming pressure all the time to like constantly be in communication with people.
These
and
cups suck.
That
Sorry.
pressure just comes from having my phone. So, and that pressure creates anxiety. So if I put my phone in the other room, leave it alone, then that anxiety will subside. And it's like, I don't, like you just said, you don't have to be on your phone all the time, but it's impossible to break. I watched a 60 Minutes on this like years ago. The people who designed like all these apps, like the Facebook app and all this stuff, they created it so that it triggers the same part of your brain that happens when you go to a casino and you pull a slot. So when you swipe down on an app and you get a little red dot or a red notification that says something is coming up, that triggers a dopamine release almost as if you were pulling a slot and you get a reward. So if you notice, like from back in the day when you first had social media, you get a notification when there were notifications. Now you go online, you got shit all the fucking time, because the more you swipe, the more you get rewarded, the more addicted you get to it. And it's a vicious fucking cycle. And that's on period. I know the psychology of a cell phone somehow.
That was fascinating.
It was fascinating. Thoughts on a co-ed baby shower? Do it. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
No.
I like.
No?
I had to do this.
Well, I think for me, it's helpful because I'm a male and I get invited to these baby showers, and being the only guy there, just because I live a homosexual lifestyle.
I don't like that.
It's like I don't want
Your
to
lifestyle.
just like I don't want it to be all girls. I think it should be. If someone's gonna give you a fucking gift, bitch, who are you to care what they have between their legs?
Yeah, I
It's
don't.
a
I don't
bridal
want.
shower.
It does
You're
feel
looking at
weird though.
lingerie and stuff like that. I don't think the men should be there for that. But it's like, but even bridal showers, it's like if it's a wedding shower, it's not a bridal shower, it's a wedding shower. So I think I don't think it should ever be bridal showers anymore, where it's just the women like getting like, because the bridal shower.
That's the
you're
bachelorette
opening-
party. That's what that's for.
Yeah, that's a bachelorette. But the showers, it's a wedding shower because you're getting toasters and things for the home, things the man and the woman are going to share. So I think that should be co-ed. And I think baby showers should be co-ed. I think exactly, bachelor and bachelor parties, those could be whatever. But yeah, I think that a co-ed baby shower is what's up and coming. I mean, there's no genders.
I also think most guys don't really care. So like most women aren't going to invite like their friends' husbands. And probably if you're married and you have married friends, you want to get away from your wife or husband anyway.
I mean, no one. To be quite honest, no one wants to go to your shower anyway.
Yeah.
No one wants to go to a shower. It's like
Ever.
It's a mini wedding. It's like you can't get like, it's not like fun enough where like you're gonna get like drunk and like wild out and have a wild night out. It's just like, it's unnecessary.
Any trips for traveling to the Hamptons not from the area? My tip is don't go unless you have a nice house you're gonna be at. It is a fucking bitch to get to. You got to leave on the weekend. If you leave on a Friday or even a Thursday or a Saturday, you're gonna get fucked on the train coming from New York. Unless you like fly in to like a Farmingdale or an Islip or something.
That's why I chose the Blade for my trip out.
Nice.
Well, I didn't choose. That was chosen for me. But the Blade is something you can go from the Hamptons, from New York City, 23rd Street to Midtown Manhattan to the Hamptons. It's only a 30-minute ride.
How much does it cost? I think that's the issue. It's like
probably
fucking
$1,000.
Actually, that's actually not that bad. If you
$9.95
can afford that, that'll cut your travel time down like crazy. I will say driving when you
It's
go.
not always. I mean, if you think about
it's not
the
always.
peak times, if you're going to go, like if you're leaving on a Friday afternoon or like a Saturday morning,
Leave
that's
early as fuck.
Yeah, you have to go on off days. Like try to get out there during the week if you can, or go down. Just choose your things. But traffic is, because there's only one road. Especially not all the Hamptons, but if you're going to Montauk, that's what's a pain in the ass to get to because that's only one road that goes from. Every other place has multiple roads to get to. But
the multiple roads stop when you get to like fucking Massapequa. Like almost all of Long Island is just the LIE in and out. But when you're
I'm talking on the Montauk Highway.
when it goes down, yeah, that runs the length. But that's brutal.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's not what you expected. Everyone thinks this is the most luxurious thing in your life. It's a shithole. Unless you have a fucking palatial mansion, but all
Right.
the places you go to, the Hamptons, like the bars and the clubs and
They're
the
not that
restaurants,
fun.
They're not chic and stunning and gorgeous. They're shitholes.
There's limited activities.
They're beach shacks with high prices and rich people. That's all it is. It's not, you're not going there for like, there's no art, it's not architecture and like the most beautiful stunning buildings and stuff like that. Like it's all
Everything's
it's all like a beach shack.
Everything's behind hedges, and there's not really like clubs and stuff. There's like a few, but it's usually like restaurants. Like once it gets late, they'll move some tables out of the way and people will mingle. I mean, it's fun if you have a good place to stay, but in terms of getting there, just leave early on an off day. Otherwise, you're gonna absolutely regret it. Favorite sound, smell, and sight of summer. Ooh.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna say favorite sound of summer is my air conditioning running. Favorite smell of summer, I guess lemons. 'Cause I love lemonade, and I cook with a lot of citrus. And I love seafood, so seafood is very summery, and I use lemons in almost all my seafood dishes. So lemons, and it's just very fresh and clean and
airy, light.
And that. And then sight of summer is when
a guy has no
all
underwear on.
all the stores have the Halloween decorations out, and I know it's almost over. And that's on period.
My favorite sound. I was gonna say like waves, but that's not even really a sound. I weirdly like the sound of a lawnmower.
Of me overheating and gasping for my life.
Of gasping for your life. When Nana starts to bitch about the heat, that's my favorite sound. I like the sound of a lawnmower, and I love the smell of fresh cut grass or mulch. Oof.
Do you think you crave that because we live in a concrete jungle? We don't have such luxuries here.
Yeah, I love that. Children's laughter. I mean, favorite sight is probably just the ocean. I mean, it's like basic, but
not Latino man in Speedos.
Jacob Reese Beach with Ian Fidance.
And sight of summer. Yeah, what's your sight of summer?
I think just the beach. I think, and I'm going to take that back. Any body of water, any natural body of water. We're opposites on that. Do you know if a guy is a top or a bottom just by looking at them? If so, how?
No, you never know.
Oh, I think I can tell.
You can tell if someone's more feminine or more masculine, but that doesn't define if they're a top or a bottom.
Yeah, after like a quick conversation, you can usually tell. Like Vinny.
I don't have
top.
I don't have my life. I haven't had that much anal sex in my life to know the difference. To know, like it's never been my thing.
Yeah, but you've been around gays for fucking 40 years.
Yeah, but I don't know what goes on in their bedroom. It's like I don't like
their bedroom, their business, their boardroom, their business.
I don't really know much about anal sex.
We cut to the clip of him explicitly explaining how to take a dick on top.
I mean, I know I can give advice, but I'm not saying
you can't read someone like that. I'm semi-dating a guy that gives me mixed signals. How do I make sure he is into me?
You make sure by stopping talking to him right now. You're wasting your time, and he'll never be into you. If he's not into you now, if a guy wants you, he'll take what he wants. If he's beating around the bush, he's just not that into you, sis. Move on and find yourself someone that's worthy. Because stop wasting your time immediately. Block him right now. don't even think about it. Block him right now. Unless you're fine with being strung along and played a fool. Then do that.
That's hard for people sometimes when they get
it's hard truth. He doesn't like you that much. If he liked you, a man. Isn't it true, Vinny? If you like something, you're going to go get what you want. You're going to take what you want.
I think you know if someone likes you.
Nothing's going to stop a man from getting what they want.
No.
Mixed signals.
I disagree.
I think
at some level,
it's like you make sure he likes you.
Brenda,
you can ask
Brenda
him.
mixed signals.
Brenda does.
I gave her mixed signals, and now we're happy and going to be together forever.
Was that just because you were afraid of getting in a relationship?
Yeah. Probably.
Typical man's.
Yeah. But that goes against what Joey says on.
I don't think you can ever really make sure. I think you just kind of reach a point where you know that person likes you. Like for you and Bay, it was like you reached a point where it was like, okay, like you like each other. Like that insecurity fades after time. But I think if it's new, you have to have at least some sort of conversation, right?
Semi-dating. Yeah, I don't block him right away, but I would just say, I'm not saying, no, I'm still sticking to my guns. I'm just saying.
You would cut him off.
No, just fucking to make sure.
Ask him.
Just be fucking blunt. What's going on? What are we?
Yes.
What are your most 4th of July white trash activities? We're doing that next week with Ian Finance. Stay tuned.
Yes, that was great. Gay son or thought daughter? I would take either, honestly. It doesn't matter to me.
Can I be honest?
I take a gay thought son.
Can I be honest? They're the same exact thing. A gay son and a thought daughter.
How?
Because a gay son is a thought daughter.
I kind of see that.
Gay guys are all discussing sex pics. Not me, but like
I kind of see that actually. Gay Vinny, what would you do?
Gay son or thought daughter?
Yeah.
Like which would I rather have?
Yeah. This is always so hard for the straights.
I'd say I think thought daughter's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's just
Vinny doesn't want a gay son.
Well, no one wants to be,
burdened with a gay son.
I guess I don't know.
I would pick either. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I'll pick Thought Daughter too.
Is Trish riding his hog down to Nashville? Maybe. That would be crazy. It's like 14
would
hours.
suck.
And that would be like 2 fucking days of riding.
Hell
I think
no.
that's like a little bit too much for me. But potentially, if I do, we can go for a ride, whoever wrote that in. When are you coming back to Philly? TBD. Nana's, what's the latest on your sleep apnea? Have you looked into, she wrote Empire, but I think it's Inspire. It helps with snoring too. Have you heard of that?
Can we Google what that is? And I'll tell you while I tell you what's going on.
Yeah,
so
what's the
I
latest?
went home to my sleep study doctor, and then they what is
Inspire.
this?
No mask, no hose, just sleep. Inspire Theory is a mask-free solution for people with obstructive sleep apnea who have tried and struggled with this. Is a CPAP the mask with the hose? You don't want.
Yes.
You don't. I feel like you don't need that.
No, I don't want that.
That's like some old
So this
man
I think
shit.
this is something just surgically into
Oh.
into your chest. I think a mask solution. How is it?
Simple, ready-to-use
Implant.
system.
Inspire implant remote. Apps therapy enables you to control OS treatment the palm of your hand.
Dude,
I think
fuck
I think
that.
it's in your body. I think that gets like
Fuck that.
An
You got an
implant.
app that opens up your airway.
no, I'm not doing that. So what I did was I went to my doctor's.
That's scary.
My birth plan for my doctor for my sleep apnea is some sort of dental apparatus. So I had to have created. So I went to
You get the molds where they're like, oh, hang
So
on.
I went to got my molds done. So now they're creating this fucking device that you put in your mouth, and it's like a specialty like thing that opens up your airways while you sleep in your mouth. So it's a mouthpiece I've had. It's should be done by the end of the month, I think.
Because the problem is like when you lay, it like goes back and cuts your air off, right? So
Yeah.
it keeps your mouth forward.
And it's only when I lay on my back, I've heard.
Doesn't everyone snore on their back? I feel like I rip snoring on my back.
But you know, if it's something that's going to help my health and not interrupt the people that I'm sleeping next to, it's helpful.
Best, this one's for you. Best store-bought Caesar salad dressing. I'm in desperate need of a
This
good
is from, I know who this is from. Carrie. Carrie's a girl that jumped over, broke into a VIP party I was at to say hi to me. She hopped a fence or something, like ran in and ran.
All right.
Carrie's a pothead. She's been friends of mine. She's been
Oh,
a
I
fan-
know Carrie. She
fan
would
of mine.
DM sometimes.
Yeah, she's been a fan of mine for years. She texted me this, and I told her I make my own. But if you're in desperate need of a store-bought Caesar salad dressing, I mean, I would always go with the one in the refrigerator. Because that's going to taste the freshest and has the least amount of preservatives in it.
Like Ken's?
No, Ken's is nice, but it's not in the refrigerated section. I don't know, depending on what store you're in. But Caesar salad dressing is the easiest thing in the world to make. I'll tell you how to do it. Just get you don't have to use raw eggs or anything like that, or anything kind of like anything nasty like that you're not going to like. You just take mayonnaise, store-bought mayonnaise, full fat, a shot of anchovy paste, or you can use fish sauce if you don't have anchovy paste.
This is wild.
That-
You know how to do this.
I'm a chef.
This is like, you're just
A grated
whipping
garlic,
out.
a grated garlic clove, lemon juice. You don't have to do the Worcestershire sauce in there because you already have the anchovy in there, and a little Parmesan cheese, and then some. You can just like a splash of like some lemon juice or some vinegar, and then just blitz that up in a fucking blender, and it's the best Caesar salad dressing.
That's actually mind blowing that you know how to
You can
make
add capers
a
if you want. If
Caesar
you're
dressing.
vegan, you can add capers instead of the anchovy, but. That's what Caesar dressing is, and if people think they like the anchovies, you don't taste it. I put anchovies in probably 30% of my dishes.
How do you make a ranch dressing?
Ranch dressing is sour cream, mayonnaise, and fresh herbs. I don't know, you could use buttermilk. You could use buttermilk and mayonnaise, sour cream, mayonnaise, and then you do herbs. So traditionally, the herbs in there are dill, chives, and I think parsley. But you can use a mix of any green herbs. Usually dill, chives, parsley, and salt and pepper.
How about Thousand Island?
Thousand Island is
This is wild.
cornichons
This
cut
is
up.
insane.
It's a mayonnaise, it's ketchup, it's cornichons, and probably some onion powder.
Italian?
Italian dressing's not a real thing, but
French?
French dressing?
Yeah.
I think that's just like it's orange, so it's probably like $1,000 dressing blended up.
God damn. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. Are you out of town this weekend at a show somewhere?
Oh,
Or is
yes,
that
today.
Yes. Today.
Yes, this Friday, today, the 28th, I am performing in Parks Casino in Bensalem, PA. Tickets are still available at Parks Casino. I'm not sure if it's .com or what, but yeah, me and Suki are performing live tonight at I believe 8 p.m. at Parks Casino in Bensalem, PA. Come out and see us.
Love it. And then mid-July, early July, Joey and I will be in Buffalo. Come check us out. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Stay cool. Enjoy the summer. And we will see you next week. Goodbye.